and then the other thing I guess I'm thinking about is if you want to reach out to people who maybe there isn't a job right now, but you just want to reach out to somebody at a certain company or somebody that you went, in your alumni network or whatever, like, how do you reach out to people like that? Like, you just want more of an informational interview or something, or just a chat, like,
Yeah.
what kind of things do you say?
So I'm going to show you something. Give me a second. Can I share my screen with you guys for a second?
Yeah.
Okay. All of you, this is going to come across as a sales pitch, but it's not. Okay. It's just telling you what's there. See this thing? You guys all have this where if you open it, it's going to be called self-paced modules. If you click it, there's this thing right here called building your network. And when you go to proactive outreach, and in there's a thing called email scripts, follow-up templates, outreach strategy, all the things. And in the email scripts, it's really nice. Oh, does it still show my screen or no? Yeah. Okay. So you guys could take a snapshot of this, but this is cool. It's like, you guys have to pay for this if you want it, but like we have specific scripts that we've been testing for 6 years and we consistently keep tweaking and tweaking. And it's specific, like, look, for people whom you feel connected with, but out of touch. So that could be that. People who are hiring managers, people who are recruiters, and you can use these scripts to sort of like help you guide that. But here's what I do. And I just had a coaching call with someone in our program today. And there's a part where once your resume is done and your LinkedIn is done, and for you, Andrea, do you have a capstone project that you're going to do for this certification?
Yeah, there's 3. So I have 1 done right now. So then
You
I have
have
to work
2?
on 2 more. Yeah.
Good. So what we focus on is something called value-added reach outs. So typically the average job seeker, what they do once they're looking for a job and they reach out to people is they'll say something like, hey, Yasmin, saw that you posted this job. I think I'm a great fit. Here's my resume. Would love to chat with you. Can you take a look at it? Right? Or they'll say, hey, I think I'm a good fit. Do you have few minutes to talk? They don't even attach the resume. And like what you're doing there is you're just basically saying, give me your time, give me your opinion, give me your time, give me your opinion. And that does not work because you have to think of it logically. It's like the person you're reaching out to is a very busy individual, right? They're probably working on a bunch of things and they have issues that they're working on at work and maybe even in their personal life. But point is, so instead of that, we're sending a value-added reach out. And what that means is like, I would say, hey, Lenny, I was just doing some research on the project manager position that you have open at your company. Oops, someone's coming in. Sorry. Let me just repeat that. I'd say, hey, Lenny, I just saw a position. I was just doing some research on the project manager position that you have open. Looks like you're looking for a project manager that's managed anywhere between 3 to 5 projects and simultaneously while maintaining a budget of, I don't know, $1.5 million. I'd love to show you a little bit about some of the projects that I've worked on that had a budget from 750,000 to 2.3 million and how we delivered those projects ahead of schedule and under budget while managing the resources that we had on our bench to help save time. Would you have a few minutes to see if there might be some synergies for us to work together? And if you don't, I'd love to try to introduce you to someone who might be a better fit than myself. Now, take message 1 and take message 2. Which one do you think gets the better response rate? Message 2, right? So in that scenario, I'm telling Lenny exactly how I can help him solve his problems. So what that does is I no longer look like some desperate candidate looking for a job. I look like the solution to the problem that Lenny is probably trying to solve by having that position open. So in your case, Andrea, I would be showing the capstone projects that I've worked on. I'd love to walk you through some of these projects that I worked on and how they might be able to help your company achieve XYZ. And that XYZ you gain from the job description. And if it's somebody you've just lost touch with, like from college or whatever, then it's just like, hey, Andrea, not sure if you remember me, both of us went to this school. It looks like you're working at Disney now and overseeing their water parks and resorts division. How's that going? Yeah, I'd love to just simply catch up here how you're doing and fill you in on what I'm up to as well and see if there's ever a way we can help each other down the line. So like, that's as simple as you need it to be for someone who you're not friends with and hoping to, and so we always say PVS, focus on PVF. So when you start outreach, you need to have persistence. V is you need to add value. And then F is follow up. Our clients, when they get to this stage, we help them find about 100 to 150 people that they can reach out to. And it seems like a lot, but it's actually not. Because if you think about it, if there's 20 companies that you're interested in or hiring, and you find 5 to 10 people per company you could reach out to, 5 recruiters, 5 potential hiring managers, you have your 100 right there, right? So now we create these messages for them that are specific to each of their situations, like you, Andrea, with the capstone, could be project management for Yasmin, whatever. And we reach out. And then we always say, like, you should never expect somebody to get back to you from your first initial message. But if you do a 3 to 4 follow-ups, you'll start gaining a lot of traction. And the idea is we only need like 20% of the people or 15% of the people to reach back out to you. Sometimes even 10%. So if you send 100 messages and 10 say, yeah, let's talk, that's 10 interviews that you got right there. Right? So it's like persistence and following up and making sure you're adding value that kind of leads to those numbers. And you know you're doing it right when eventually you start going to have like 1 to 2 conversations per week. Because eventually that stuff compounds. You're going to find someone that's going to be like, oh my God, yeah, you should just interview here. Or, oh my God, have you reached out to Yasmin? Or I know someone named Yasmin who's working at this company. She has an opening. I think you guys you could help her a lot. Right. So you're connecting the dots.